Welcome. In this video, I will show you how to create a test blueprint. We will use 6 content topics that were taught in a computer studies course. These topics include types of computer systems, components of a computer system, forms of input, input devices, forms of output, and output devices. By the end of this video, you will understand how to distribute test questions fairly based on the amount of instruction given to each topic. A test blueprint, or table of specifications, is a planning tool used before writing a test. It helps teachers determine how many questions should be assigned to each topic based on the amount of teaching time devoted to that topic. Using a blueprint ensures that the assessment is balanced, fair, and aligned with instruction. The first step is to identify how many hours were spent teaching each topic. In this example, types of computer systems was taught for 4 hours. Components of a computer system was taught for 6 hours. Forms of input was taught for 2 hours. Input devices and examples were taught for 4 hours. Forms of output was taught for 2 hours. Output and output devices were taught for 2 hours. These teaching hours will be used to calculate the weighting for each topic. Next, we calculate the percentage weighting for each topic. First, add all the teaching hours together. 4 plus 6 plus 2 plus 4 plus 2 plus 2 equals 20 hours. To find the percentage weighting for each topic, divide the hours for that topic by the total number of hours and multiply by 100. For example, 4 divided by 20 multiplied by 100 equals 20%. Repeating this process for all topics gives us the percentage weightings shown in the table. Now that we have the percentage weightings, we need to determine how many questions should appear on the test. For this example, the test will contain 40 questions. The percentage weightings will be used to distribute those 40 questions across the topics. To calculate the number of questions for each topic, multiply the percentage weighting by the total number of questions on the test. For example, types of computer systems has a weighting of 20%. 20% of 40 equals 8 questions. Components of a computer system has a weighting of 30%. 30% of 40 equals 12 questions. The same calculation is performed for all remaining topics. After completing the calculations, we can see the final distribution of questions. Types of computer systems receives 8 questions. Components of a computer system receives 12 questions. Forms of input receives 4 questions. Input devices and examples receives 8 questions. Forms of output receives 4 questions. Output and output devices receives 4 questions. Notice that all questions add up to 40. This is the completed test blueprint. It shows the topics taught, the number of hours spent teaching each topic, the percentage weighting assigned to each topic, and the final number of questions allocated. This blueprint now serves as a guide for writing the actual test. With the blueprint completed, the teacher can begin writing the test. The blueprint ensures that the correct number of questions are written for each topic. This helps maintain balance and prevents overemphasizing or underrepresenting any content area. A test blueprint provides several important benefits. It reflects what was taught in the classroom. It ensures adequate content coverage. It promotes fairness for students. It improves the validity of the assessment, and it supports better teaching and learning outcomes. Thank you for watching.